when we think of his sonnets, we think of lines like, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" Or, "Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks," or maybe, "If I could write the beauty of your eyes." This one I'm going to start with, actually two of them, are not typical love sonnets. He wrote sonnet number 73 from the viewpoint of an old guy at the end of his life talking to a young man. And what he's saying is, because I'm of this age, we don't have much time left together, your love for me should be stronger than ever to make good use of the time. And he has three metaphors for old age. The first one is a tree near the end of the year when the leaves are gone. And he says that his boughs shake against the cold, as our limbs do when we're in our later years. And he calls the boughs bare ruined choirs, which actually makes a spiritual thing of this. This is the thing about Shakespeare. You need to find out all this stuff to know what's going on. Choir, back in that time in the cathedral, the choir was a bunch of benches, wooden benches, in a wooden box up in the front of the cathedral. That was called the choir, and it was spelled Q-U-O-R. And later, the word choir started to be attached to the singers who sat there, and the spelling changed. So his limbs are bare ruined choirs. He says, where late the sweet birds sang, as if it's a cathedral with a choir singing. His second metaphor is that he's the twilight of a day that's just about to go away. And the third one is that he's a glowing fire that's just about to go out. And he says that he's about to be consumed by that which once nourished him, because all of the ashes are going to put it out. And the ashes earlier were vital wood full of fuel that actually fueled him. The way that a person, when you're young, you have all this fuel and all this vigor, and then it gradually dissipates. Now, I'm doing that's sonnet 73. I'm going to do 73 and 74 as a pair, because he starts 74 with the word but. And he says, but don't cry over me when I'm gone. It's not all that bad. Actually, what he says is that when that fell arrest shall carry me, without all bail, shall carry me away. He compares death to being arrested, not having bail. Nobody's going to come and get you out. Once you're there, you're stuck. And he says, but it's no problem to worry about, because my body wasn't that important anyway. The body just held what was important, and what's important is still here for you. That time of year thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none, or few, do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold, bare ruined choirs, where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away, death's second self that seals up all in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire that on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well, which thou must leave ere long. But be contented when that fell arrest without all bail shall carry me away. My life hath in this line some interest which for memorial still with thee shall stay. When thou reviewest this, thou dost review the very part was consecrate to thee. The earth can have but earth, which is his due. My spirit is thine, the better part of me. So then, thou hast but lost the dregs of life, the prey of worms, my body being dead, the coward conquest of a wretch's knife, too base of thee to be remembered. The worth of that is that which it contains, and that is this. And this with thee remains.